friends. Welcome back to That Was Pretty Jolly. Today we have a special guest with us. We're not alone. We wanted to start bringing in people into the show, and what better way to start it with someone who is part of Deana's Queen Buzz Empire, if you want to say.
Right.
She does have a show called Serve and Spill, which she I believe it's on Patreon. Am I right?
Patreon.
Yeah. Okay.
Patreon.com/serveandspill.
There we go. So before we get into the movie, why don't you introduce our guest and their love for Christmas movies? Well, she can actually speak for herself on her love for Christmas.
I gotta do the radio voice though first.
Go ahead, do it. Yeah, do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining the show again. Today, we're featuring a special guest. It's Krystina with a K.
K-R-Y. Not even a K, but it's a K and a Y.
I still spell sometimes I go K-Y-R. Like,
It's happened many times.
Kai.
Yeah. People try to make it
Krystina.
weirder than it is.
Bless your heart. Thank you.
Yeah, I've watched this movie 8,000 times, at least. I love it.
I have not watched it.
Well,
Are you a churchgoer?
No.
Oh, okay. Interesting. We'll get into that.
I know, because it is like, I mean, but back in the day, what is this, 1965?
1965.
1965, this came out. It was, a lot of Christmas was about Jesus. It wasn't just Christmas movies, and it was more,
Christ.
this is like, yeah, Christ. Yes.
all right. Well, with that being said,
He doesn't know where to start.
we're gonna get really jolly today and very, very holy.
Did you say holy?
Holy.
Holy, yeah, holy.
The ho-ho man?
And it's Sunday. No, it's Saturday.
It's
Oh my
It's
God.
Sunday.
We could pretend we're recording on a Sunday. This is pre-recorded, so it is Sunday.
The Lord's Day.
It is the Lord's Day.
I
We're not
dare
gonna
not.
get flagged for that.
We're not
Let's
going to
not
get
get
flagged.
flagged.
We're not getting
Yeah, let's
flagged.
not
It was
get
not even
flagged.
30
All right,
seconds.
All right. All right. So if you guys didn't know, today's episode will be covering a Charlie Brown Christmas. Now, this film was a part of the Christmas season for almost like you mentioned, 60 years. Came out December 9th, 1965.
1965.
How would you
Yeah.
say that in Spanish?
Uno,
Uno, nove, se,
1965. No, what the?
I mean,
I said it individually.
I don't think cinque is even a cinque.
It is Italian.
I thought that was an animal.
Cinque?
Well, it's not Spanish.
This
You
is,
got to keep this real in. We're going to go off on tangents.
This is a short 25-minute animated special. Yes, we're covering an animated film here that manages to pack an emotional punch for like people that watched it since they were a kid, which was me. It was probably one of the third Christmas film that I actually paid attention to, and we spoke about it. The first one was Home Alone, so that was always a classic. I think my second one was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, that's a goodie.
Yeah, then this one. So it was fun to kind of just like put it back on and rewatch. So we're gonna do kind of like a small little deep dive because the movie's only 25 minutes, so we shouldn't be keeping you guys here for more than that. All right, before we even start, we'll start off with Krystina because she's our guest. Give me your first impressions of when you first saw this film, or short film, movie, cartoon. How old were you?
Oh, I was really little, like probably like maybe 4 or 5 years old, whatever, probably younger. And even last night when I rewatched it, because I'm like, I got nervous and I'm like, let me rewatch just to recap, even though I've seen it so many times. But like right when it comes on, like you get those Christmas feels. It's right, like right or wrong, like it goes on and it's just like, oh my gosh, you get that like Christmas spirit feeling.
It's
So
the
I think-
music, the animation, just the little quirks of it, the crackling of the film because it still has that old feel, so you can kind of hear it in the background.
Mhm.
The crackle?
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Deana, have you ever put in I know you're young here, Deana. You're probably the youngest one in the room.
25.
So I don't know if you ever grab a what's known as a audio cassette tape. And you
No,
put
I don't
it
know
in,
what that is.
You put it in a radio or boombox and you hit play. Sometimes
What's
you hear
a
a little
boombox?
the crackle of the
Yeah.
tape. Yeah, that's what we're
Us
talking
old
about.
folk know it.
I don't know what
What's
that is.
going
I'm
on?
only 25.
Yeah,
Hit
yeah.
me up, JTT. I'm just kidding.
Oh wow, Jesus.
I remember that. I used to have the Tiger Beat pictures in my room.
Alex's
Tiger
minutes
Beat.
last week. We did a really
Tiger
bad.
Beat. Do you remember that?
Tiger
We went off on
Tiger
tangent.
Beat.
He doesn't.
He knows what Tiger Beat is.
You know what Tiger
I'm
Beat is?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. You know what? Was Freddie ever on there? I'm gonna have to text him and be like, "Yo,
Tiger Beat. I'm
please
telling you.
tell me.
I'm Googling.
Please
Ask the
tell
question.
me
I'm
you were
Googling
on
if Freddie
Tiger
was on
Beat.
Tiger Beat.
because we might just make an entire episode of Freddie and Tiger Beat."
I'm telling you. See? We're all full of ideas.
Now, we didn't mean to interrupt Krystina, but go ahead, Krystina. Continue going with your nostalgic feel of a Charlie Brown Christmas?
I think it's good too because it's like something that I could put on for my kids. Is it? Oh my God.
Sorry. Can you see it? It's
Oh
spreading.
my, yeah.
Okay, so it's something that I could put on for my kids, and it's a short show, so it holds the attention, which is good. Christmas feels, gets to the point, talks about how he like doesn't understand why he doesn't have the feeling of Christmas when it's supposed to be, and like what's wrong. So the whole episode is really just teaching him how to get that feeling back. And teaching him what the true meaning of Christmas is.
And it's so sad because I'm sitting there thinking about it now. It's like as an adult, you sometimes feel like you forget that feeling or it kind of goes away a little bit.
Especially when you have
try
kids.
To find it. Oh my God, yeah.
Because it's so rushed and it's more of an aggravation. I talk about this a lot. Like it becomes rushed and stressful, and it should just be enjoyment because it's such an enjoyable season.
It is. It really is. But you're right about the stressful part.
Deana, it's commercialized. That was Charles Schultz one big thing.
It was commercialized.
He hated the fact that everything is so commercialized when it comes to Christmas, and there's really no true captivating moment, if you will. So that was one of his sole purposes of creating the dream, Charlie Brown Christmas.
Deana, go ahead and tell us about your first time you saw this back in 2004.
You're stupid. I don't know. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I don't know the first time I watched this. I probably was so young. I don't remember. But I just remember, like, I used to read the comics, right? And you would see, because originally the characters were TV commercials. It wasn't like, that's where you would see them, TV commercials and comics. Mm-hmm. And Coca-Cola wound up wanting to be a sponsor and saying, hey, can you create this film?
Huh.
So Coca-Cola sponsored it originally. I remember when I first saw it, I loved ice skating. My dad always took me ice skating as a kid. That's the first scene you've seen, Christmas Time is Here is on. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. And I just love Snoopy because and I think what really resonated with me is I was just like a weird kid and the tree was weird. So we had like that connection, just like the weird Christmas tree.
Yeah, I love the tree. The whole feel of the short 25-minute run is just like perfect. It just dives right into what I call the Burr months.
The
September, October, November, December is just like, and first of all, Peanuts in general kind of just took over these holidays. They had the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown Christmas. They have so many. The Thanksgiving one, they have everything, and it kind of just it's part of that whole nostalgic feel. Now, like Krystina mentioned, one of the things that strikes me right away is how straightforward this story is. Charlie Brown is depressed. Despite being Christmas time, he struggles with understanding the true meaning of Christmas. Before we even get into like the middle of the cartoon and get even further into it, Deana, what is the meaning of Christmas?
Presents. I was kidding.
I knew it. No, you're 100% correct. I think that's what she wanted to go for.
No. Okay, maybe when you're a kid, because this whole storyline of Santa coming and delivering presents, and if you ask any kid today, that's the first thing they say.
Yeah.
But I think once you get older, and even rewatching this as an adult, the storyline is drastically different for me. Like watching this last night, I was like, oh my, like I missed this.
Yeah.
And I think once you have kids, we all have kids here, even though I'm 25. I think the crazy thing, I know, right?
Wild.
The crazy thing, shut up, is for me, I just want that, you're going to get smacked. I just want that whole family vibe.
Yeah.
Buffalo plaid. Here we are. I kid you not. Yeah. I don't know why that's part of my thing, but like there's that closeness. There's that, like the love is amplified. Mm-hmm. And even if, Aunt Jane gets you a toothbrush for Christmas and you're like, seriously, like you could have just saved your money and just gave me a hug. There's still that, like, I love you.
Right.
Like
the appreciation.
It's just, it's more magical. And I told you, I still believe in Santa Claus. So it's magical.
And you, I think you hit the nail on the head. You can immediately feel for Charlie Brown. He's relatable, even though he's a cartoon character. He's searching for something deeper than and you guys both mentioned this consumerism that surrounds him. I think, and this is from 1965. In fact,
it's crazy.
And you're already kind of like, thinking about that. Krystina, what your meaning of Christmas?
Well, the meaning of Christmas, is because of Jesus' birth. And I think that's what it really amplifies is that, nowadays you can't even really talk about it. You can't even say Merry Christmas anymore.
I hate that.
So it's like,
the holidays.
I love that this movie is still so such a
religious.
Well, no, that it's such a integral part of the Christmas season because of the way that the world is today, that you can't even say Merry Christmas. And this hasn't been canceled yet. I love it. Because it's so good and it's true.
Hope not.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's it just shows you that, yes, Christmas for a child is the presents and Santa and everything, but this is the real meaning. And this is why we have Christmas. And,
So Charlie Brown was the adult in this scenario.
Pretty much.
Because all the kids are go get the aluminum tree. They want all that. But he's just it's not it. And Linus.
So cute.
Oh my God. Because my kids have blankets. So I'm oh.
They can make themselves look like shepherds.
Linus probably had one of the best speeches on here.
Yes.
He said, then we have the heart of, what is it he says? For
when he's on stage?
You, yeah, for
unto you is born this day in the city of David. I'm telling you, I watched this 1,000 times. Yeah. Which is Christ the Lord. Yeah.
So it kind of mixes both, right? Because back then you were all churchgoers, 1960s. Everyone was going to church every Sunday. That's how pretty much everyone knew each other too in the neighborhoods, was for, meeting up at church. So it has both sides to it.
Right.
For a kid's cartoon.
In 25 minutes to capture all this.
That's a lot.
I know. Yeah. Is there anything that really sticks out to you, Deana, about the whole film altogether that kind of just says, man, this really hit me in the feels, or this is why this is such a great film to watch with your kids?
Well, this is two-sided because when I rewatched it, I was angry at the way they treated Charlie Brown. As a kid,
every show, by the way, for Charlie. Charlie's bullied all year, yeah.
They're saying,
he's always
he's stupid, he's a blockhead, and I know this was in 1965, and I know today kids use worse words, but you're thinking about a group of kids who are talking about Christmas, the holiday that evokes magical moments and happiness, and he gets to the point where he's oh, I can't do anything right, and I'm just that was gut-wrenching for me.
Oh, watch Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. It's not much better.
Yeah.
Is there a hidden message that I'm missing here? I don't know.
But I think it's good too that even though they bully him, they all rally up to teach him the meaning and pull him out of his funk, and then they all unite at the end.
Yeah. But I don't like that they changed his tree. That is the thing I don't like. Because they take all of Snoopy's decor, but I didn't like that because, again, I thought the whole point of Christmas, coming together, I get that, but he found a tree that resonated with him, and then they threw some makeup and jazz and glam on it, and it was yay, and I was pissed about that.
Could have just left it.
No, you're right, because there is a great moment when he says, I just don't understand Christmas. I guess I don't know what it's all about, which really sums up his internal conflict with everything that's going on. It was relevant back then. It's relevant now.
Sure.
The aluminum Christmas tree he's urged to buy is perfect metaphor for the shallow commercialized version of what the holidays are, because everybody just wants the beautiful tree, which of course I know Deana just hit, we talk about it, everyone does want that beautiful Christmas tree up, but having that little baby tree that just is falling on his side was also just as beautiful, don't you think?
Yeah.
I have it. It's in the attic. I didn't get it.
You should have brought it out as a prom.
Oh my attic.
God, we need more prom.
Oh my God.
Deana.
I totally forgot. I went up there to get all the jazz for upcoming episodes. I have the bunny suit from all the other Christmas movies.
But you forgot the tree.
Yeah, I forgot the tree. Can you somehow impose it right
magically? Here? Yeah. I'll just magically have it floating in the background.
Just can't stay there. Ow.
What the heck did you do? Now let's talk about probably the second most important character in Peanuts in history, Snoopy. Right? We can't talk about Charlie Brown Christmas without mentioning Snoopy, who brings pretty much some of the most lighthearted moments. He's always getting yelled at by Lucy. He's dancing on the piano one moment when Schroeder's playing the piano for Lucy, and they're all staring at him. I think that he represents the opposite of Charlie Brown, a happy, doesn't need much.
Carefree.
Yeah, like he's just such a like he's always on his doghouse putting up his Christmas decor. Like
he wants
he's
to win.
So chill. Yeah. Well, yeah, that too. Can you guys relate a little bit to Snoopy or no? I can relate. I'm way laid back and just chill. Like I enjoy just having a nice tree up with just the simple things on it.
I feel like I strive to be Snoopy.
I don't know.
Like I feel like I strive to be like chill and like
okay.
Like someone who could just like live in the moment.
I think you are though, because I feel like Snoopy. I think
I feel like I'm so like high strung and I have to be like go all day.
But that moment,
I like cannot physically relax.
He's like he's a mediator. I feel like you're a mediator at times because at moments when they're arguing on the stage and he's just like, shuffling about, and then they get distracted. Like I feel like his goal there was to be like, slow it down.
Yeah.
So you can be bipolar when you want a character.
Oh my God, jeez, poor Snoopy. I feel so bad for him.
Listen, I do like Snoopy. But at times I felt like he was a little scutcheroony.
Well, he's Snoopy.
He's a dog. He's like a little menace.
Yeah, he is. He's a chill menace. You're right. Yeah, that's exactly what I feel like he is. Like he'll still like kind of just do something to piss off Lucy or whatnot, and still be chill and dance all night about it.
Yeah.
You always have like the backstage stuff or like things that happen, like production things that we don't know about. Anything today?
Yes. So let me get into this. All right. So we already talked about Coca-Cola jumping into the sponsor, and Coca-Cola was like, okay, so I need to see a draft. They had a draft this together in 5 days. That was Coca-Cola's like, this is what we need. And we need it to air in 6 months. Now, normally when you're producing something, you're like, I need like over a year. Like we know production happens a year and a half later, this finally pops up. And then the one thing that they were talking about, Vince Guaraldi was the composer, if you will. And he said, and this is so interesting, again, 1965, the reason why they picked jazz is he felt that it appealed to kids and adults alike. So that's why every single song that you hear has a jazzy, bluesy vibe, very low key into it and all that. Then they were like, the first song, Christmas Time Is Here, originally was supposed to be instrumental. And Bill was like, no, we need voices, we need words. He did not like, nor could he find the perfect person to create those words. So he wound up writing them himself in 15 minutes. Like these people who created this are geniuses.
I swear there was like a lot of genius minds that today would be like,
well, there was less distractions because your job was your job. And the goal was like, listen, I'm sorry, but if Coca-Cola comes knocking on my door and it's like
in 15 minutes or 5 days, I'll do whatever.
Yeah. Like if Coca-Cola is like, hi, we're going to give you so much money.
I wouldn't sleep for 5 days. I just get it done.
Here's the flip of this all. Right. So when the network finally saw the final production, they hated it. They thought it was amateur. They thought the music, because there was kid actors in it. And back then in 1965, they only had adult characters doing kid voices. And Charles was like, no, I want the full kid ambiance in this. So the network's like, okay, we'll follow the contract. We're only going to play this one time. This Christmas but movie wound up winning an Emmy, a Peabody, and now runs every single Christmas.
See that?
Yeah.
Life
is not a dress rehearsal.
No, life is not a dress rehearsal. No, you get one chance.
One chance.
That
sounds like a Eminem song from.
Is it an Eminem song?
It is.
Oh yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Lose yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Lose yourself. No, I'm not going to flagged.
Knees weak, mom spaghetti. Yes.
Sure. Wait, what? Spaghetti?
Yeah. Come on. We'll play it afterwards.
Oh my God. Wait, Krystina knows this before you do?
Well, that's because she's 25.
I'm only 25. I don't even know what Eminem is. Like, I thought you meant the Eminem package of the candy.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
We were totally on the same page. You were on a different planet.
But do you also know the voice of Snoopy? They never found someone they loved. So Bill wound up doing it. Bill, what's his last name? Melendez? Yeah.
Nye? Oh, no. Okay.
The director.
Not Bill Nye. Oh,
Bill Nye, the science guy. She don't know who he is either.
He has no idea who that is either.
I'm a science teacher. I have to know who he is.
True.
Well, because Deana's trying to get her wits about her and trying to kind of like think about the movie with Eminem. Do you know the name Deana at all?
The who?
The name of the movie?
Yep.
8 Mile.
Survey says 8 Mile.
Wow, she doesn't even know the name of the movie.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I've seen it, but it's like, it's got Shameless vibes to it, I feel. Very, very like, y'all know the Netflix Shameless?
She would say y'all because he's from the Carolinas.
Bless your heart.
I don't even, no.
How would you say y'all in Spanish?
You can't. The part of North Carolina that I live in is definitely not y'all.
Doesn't matter. You still live in North Carolina. You live in that North Carolina.
It's like saying everyone who lives in New Jersey says bro and
they do.
Whatever else they say up there. I don't know. I don't live there anymore.
How would you say y'all if you were Russian living in North Carolina?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, everyone. I want to tell you guys a little bit. I want to tell you guys a little bit about.
They yell a lot.
About our sponsor here, Kinetic. And if you're ready to power up your day as much as I do, I want to introduce you to Kinetic, the natural energy drink designed to boost your body and mind with the clean energy you deserve. Packed with plant-based ingredients and zero sugar, Kinetic keeps you refreshed and focused without the crash. Whether you're grinding at work or working out, Kinetic is the perfect way to stay energized. Grab yours today at drinkkinetic.com. And if you use the code press record, you can save yourself some money, and also it helps out the show. So anytime you buy and you use the code, we get a little bit money back here on the show to kind of
oh my god,
get Deana a microphone and get her
I thought you said helps the shelf, like as your butt
helps the shelf.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
didn't you hear that? Helps
no, I heard him say help the shelf.
Oh
wow. I think that, this is going to come out bad, but Krystina, I think the air that she's hearing is...
It's clouding her.
I swear I heard help the shelf.
The same air.
And I was like, how does an energy drink help your butt? But like, I guess if you're working out a lot, in the gym, you do squats.
Help your shelf.
Jesus.
Help your shelf using the code press record.
As we are coming down the pike here, in terms of cultural impact, A Charlie Brown Christmas is huge. It's been a part of American holiday traditions for over 60 years, which is what we said. Year after year, families, like you guys mentioned, sit down to watch it together. It's filled with generosity, staying grounded. It's evergreen. I don't think the film, like you mentioned, times have changed. There's certain things you can say and certain things you can't nowadays.
Keep that.
Because I guess you got to be sensitive to certain people, which is okay. But at the same time, there's still things that are rooted the way that they have been for a very long time, which shouldn't make anyone feel differently. I think everyone should come together in this time, where regardless of what you believe in, it's a special time. It's not a time to sit there and argue about certain things.
Or nitpick. Because this is a great show.
It was. Deana mentioned it. It won both an Emmy and a Peabody Award, which speaks to the significance of this film. Before we get to the conclusion here, do you guys have any extra feelings about the episode when you were watching it now as an adult? I know Deana spoke a little bit about it, so Krystina, you can take the floor and kind of just like watching it now. I know you say you watch it like 80,000 times. So
yeah, 80,000 close.
Wow, you added a zero. I think she's at 80,000. 80,000 times.
I mean, it could be.
With all the times that you've watched it, is it a different feeling every time you watch it? Or like, talk to us and the audience. What does this invoke in you?
So definitely every time it starts and those opening credits come on with the snow and the
ice skating rink,
everything. It's just like, you just get that Christmassy feeling. It's like going to Disney. When you get to Disney, you get that magical feeling. So I think that this is something that, like she said, it aired once. It had one chance. And like 60 years later, it is still giving families that feeling. That's pretty special.
That is true. Deana? Oh, you already went. Don't worry about it. You're 25.
Oh. I'm sorry. Sit back in your chair and stop talking so I can have my thank you. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I take over the show, as I did in the past on clubzone.fm. Anyway, no, I haven't seen it in a while. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've watched it. Like, it's on in the background, and
I watch it every year, like multiple times.
So I haven't done it, but I think watching it again last night definitely put things in perspective. It definitely has that like friendly reminder, like just let stuff go. Mm-hmm. It's not worth it. you think about everyone who's posting things on social media during the holidays, and it's like, look at my big tree. Like, I don't care. You can go and cut down the largest tree in the world. You know what I have? I have family. And I think that's the important takeaway for me.
I love that.
I know. Because I'm great.
This is such a wholesome show.
Love it.
Is it though?
This
you
is
didn't even curse. Wow. Impressive.
I could curb myself when I need to. Believe me.
Yeah, I mean, there's no rating. It's
probably because I have the shirt on too. Gives me different vibes than the other one I was wearing.
She had
she's feeling jolly.
It was 0 from Nightmare Before Christmas. And it was 0, and then I can't say the word given.
Sure, yeah. If you guys didn't know, she means fucks. In the end,
guess who got me the
I got it, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
Mine would say 0 dirts given.
Oh,
0 worries given.
0 worries given.
So PG, not like this show. In the end, Charlie Brown Christmas is more than just an animated holiday special, like we mentioned. It's a reflection of what the holidays really should be about: togetherness. You both just hit the nail on the head when I wrote these notes down. Togetherness, love, and the true meaning of Christmas. It's far from perfect. We know this, but the imperfections, I think, is what makes this film super authentic and unique. At least in my eyes. I watched it when I was a kid, and I watched it now, and I sat there last night, and I watched it again.
You cried.
I cried. I told you this. Makes me. So it makes me. Let me put it together for you. It makes me feel like the last time I was happy. As a kid.
Was it that long ago that you're crying?
Dude, let me tell you something. When I've said this before, when I joined the military at 19 years old, my whole life changed. Well, the person that I was and the kid that I was before that completely changed. I'm old, bitter, and angry all the time now. So before the age of 19,
now?
I was always not now, before. I was always, it was always like, you're happy, you're full of joy, you're doing different things. And then for whatever reason, the military changed a lot of the way my fibers in my brain work, but it's always good to see, because you kind of feel, you get pulled into it, you feel happy. It's something that reminds you of childhood, and things have changed so much. I'm 40 years old. You're talking about a film that I probably watched when I was 8, 9, 10 years old. 30 years later, I think it still holds up. I'm extremely always happy to see it, and when it's on TV, Apple kind of just took the rights to it, so you gotta have Apple unless you find other ways.
YouTube. That was to say that. That's where I was at.
YouTube has the whole film up.
Is it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, look at that. That's right. Shout out to all those people who put it up. Let's get right to it. We'll start with Krystina. Krystina, when we are about to end the show, we'd like to give these movies a rating. We rate them from 0 to 5, and they're all candy canes.
You have to say stars. Like candy canes. Like how many candy canes would you give this show?
Oh, I would give this show 5 candy canes for sure. Just because of how it long term has just stayed with that feeling. It hasn't faded off. They haven't. You know what I like too? They've never made a remake of it, I don't think, which is good. Like a twist, or have they? No, I don't think so. Which is good because I feel like a classic needs to be left alone. Like it is what it is. 25 minutes in and out. Got your point in, and it's good. So I would give it 5 candy canes for sure.
Hell yeah, there we go. Deana?
Oof. Should I go last?
Here we go.
I'm gonna give it 3. No, I'm gonna pick this boy because that's Love Island. Hold on. Wrong show. I'm gonna say 4 candy canes. That's not bad. That's good.
Okay.
I'm holding
it. Why doesn't it get the 5th?
Why are you holding one back?
Because now that's making me like...
The reason why it doesn't get the 5th is because I ate the other candy cane. No, I'm just kidding. I'm definitely giving this 5 candy canes. Useless. This is one of those movies that, and I'll call it a movie, because it definitely captivates what kids need to understand today. I think we need to do more of this. We need to do more, pay attention, focus on the importance, let go of the materialistic things, stop commercializing, because look, we've got stuff all over already. It's not even time for Christmas, and we have made it into a commercialized holiday when it's really about family gathering and just spending time. So yes, 5 candy canes. One is in the tummy, so that's why it was 4. Calm down. She's about to punch me in the face. Where's the candy cane?
There's no violence here, and that was pretty jolly.
That was pretty messed up.
That was pretty offensive.
You see her just where's the echelon?
So the next film that we're going to be bringing to you guys will be our final film for the season.
Which one is it?
And and it's gonna drop. Well, I'm about to drop it, Deana. Don't yell at me. The last one will be A Christmas Story. What better way to end?
I hate that one. I hate that movie. I'm sorry, but
there goes all your candy canes.
No, I'm telling you, if there's one movie that comes on during Christmas time that I turn off, it is that one. Because
Really?
I think that little boy is so annoying. I can't even listen to it. I can't put my arms down. I hate it. I hate it. Tell
us how you really feel about it. Go ahead.
Wow, I didn't expect that from you.
I don't like it at all.
Okay. That was pretty therapist. Coming up next. But yes, the final episode for the season will be A Christmas Story. I'm so happy. Deana's going to be wearing the suit for this specific film. So, and then who knows? I mean, if this all goes well, I might just start doing this thing all year round. Plenty of Christmas films for the entire year. And I know the team over at Gegghead, John and Freddie, are super hyped for this season and for many more to come if everything goes our way. So, Krystina, where can everybody find you?
On Instagram, hair_fit_mom, and of course, patreon.com/servantsbell.
And she doesn't mean like underscore spelling it out, peoples. Let's get to it.
Underscore. Like the
line.
Actual line.
Yeah, the line.
Oh, you got to sometimes,
Oh my God, people will write hair underscore.
That's
hair
a really
long
name.
I mean, she says the queenbuzz.com.
Sorry.
It's not a dot, it's the DOT. Deana, go ahead.
So you can follow me. We have some knock it off. A lot of places. Let's start off with the Instagram. That's my home base. It's thequeenbuzz.com, queenbuzz.com. We spell it so you know it because it's spelled out. I have a podcast called 4.0 Live. That's wherever you listen to your podcasts, and all that stuff. And then patreon.com/servantsville with this chick over here.
That's
I'm
it.
done.
You sure?
Is that all?
Actually, you can find me on thequeenbuzz.com. Like if you just type it in, it's a website too.
Yeah.
We used to have an app. Some dude made it years ago, but we just didn't do it anymore.
He's a dick.
That was him.
You can find me by just simply going to alexiscardoza.com. I know it sounds kind of shallow that I just trademarked my own name and made it into a website, but that's where you're going to find absolutely everything about me, where all the socials are at. And I'm hoping that we can continue this fun train here of That Was Pretty Jolly. As I mentioned, next week, A Christmas Story. Thank you guys. And Krystina, thank you for being part of the show.
Thank you for having me. This was so much fun.
Yay!
Yeah. Bye.
Let's hear those sleigh bells ring-a-ling-a-ling-ling.